So for 3D printing with the MakerBot Replicator Plus, I'm using the MakerBot software print that it came with. And one of the issues I had was my objects were not sticking to the plate. So to fix that, I asked them for a plate, a heated plate like my other printers I know that I've used have, and they work much better. So rather than doing that and enclosing my unit, I also found that they're still peeling. They did not offer me a plate. So I'm going to insert some drawings here and some prints. And this is a simple project we're doing in tech. And what we do is we click on them, we give them a scale, and we make them 38 millimeters is the largest size. Did I do that right? Nope. This would be the largest window. So with this, it generally gives me an hour plus print, but not a lot more. This program gives you a much more exaggerated time frame. And then I'm going to add some more models. I need to go into classes that have done them. So we're going to go into period 3, open, and we need to redo Sam's because it peeled off the deck. And we're going to leave this one big because he's done super early. And then we have one more that we need to get from another period. Okay, so 3 objects. This one's extremely large. This is a 3 to 4 hour. That's a 1 hour. This I'm going to make big because it came out rather good. So we're going to make it 75, 77, something like that. So it's matching this one. What is this one? 82. This one we'll make smaller because the other copy wasn't this big, so we're going to make it 75. So as you can see, there's much more mass in this one. So this one, we'll make it 90 because it's very thin. So now when I go to print these, I put them close together so they stay together. They'll make a base plate for themselves. So that will help them stay together and print out. So they're all in the same area. The problem being is that these ends have a tendency to cool off and not adhere. And as it prints with hot, it contracts and rips it off the plate. So the company told me the best bet is to add discs. So to do that, we're going to click on File, Insert Example Prints, and they have large helper discs, and we'll place a small helper disc in there just so we see what they look like. Okay, and very simply, you take them and you put them on the edge, and it'll print the base so it's sturdier, and it prints out to here so it has more adhesion to the bottom. So I should probably we'll leave that there. Remember, we could duplicate these, put them at the corners. Okay, I actually think the bigger plate, so we can duplicate that. And we're going to put 2 on the board. I can always delete them, but I want them here and go above. And I'm going to put one back here. And we're going to duplicate this one more. And hit create. And it's just feels like such a waste to put all this plastic on a table to get these prints done. But this is what they suggest. So with that, I'm going to print these to a disk. So I don't have a USB cable connected because I have 3 printers I'm using. So I'm going to send it or export it to my disk. So if I flip this up, it had me go through a bunch of steps to get to this setup, and I had to choose which printer I'm using. And then I will hit export. It's going to ask me what disk to send it to. So as I go through here, and my highlight tool is not working. So I'm going to set the store and go, and I did not name it. So we're going to do Sam, and then mine. So we know what it is when I put that USB in, it's going to come up on the display. So prepare an export. This could take a little bit of time. but no worse than if you have the USB cable to it. And as it goes through, okay, so it's saying it's going to take 7 to 8 hours to do. Hey, this will probably be done in 4. So they're not very complex. So it says it's all done, so I can minimize this. I can pull out my USB drive, which you'll hear the noise go off in a second. And then I will put this in the machine and hit go.